circle. Rantanen shot, rebound, goal.
Colorado is terrific. And you play them in Colorado, they're even faster. So I think that really took them 2 games to adjust to the speed of the Avalanche.
Centered one, and they score! Center, Stamkos scores! Maroon down low, he scores! And here's Pavel Francouz. That's it for Darcy Kemper.
Can't win them all. The Avs certainly tried, but the two-time champion Tampa Bay Lightning were just a bit too much for the Colorado team tonight. We actually saw a few people in the Tivoli Quad head home early to beat the traffic, but far more diehard fans stuck it out through the final whistle. Thank you for watching Denver 7's Avalanche post-game coverage, sponsored by Colorado GMC dealers. I'm Tom Mustin, glad you're with us. Our Ann Trujillo is live tonight from right outside the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. And certainly not the game we wanted to see, but we did see a few signs of Avalanche country out there tonight.
Oh, definitely. There were definitely plenty of Avalanche fans who made the trek out here to Amalie Arena tonight. I got to tell you, I am finally seeing some smiles from these Bolts fans as they are leaving. That was not the case as they were walking into this arena earlier today. They were on edge, and you know, got to give it to them. They got one tonight, and it was a resounding win, but I'm blaming it on the humidity. It is hot, it is humid out here, and it's getting a little crazy because these fans have something to cheer about tonight. But hey, they made it a series. These are the 2 best teams in the NHL. So, and yeah, and I'm hearing the chant, we want the cup. We're going to hear it in Colorado again too, not to worry. I'm also joined out here by Nick Rothschild and Russell Haythorne. They're both out here in Tampa Bay tonight. They've been out talking to fans and listening to some of the players. We'll also hear from Colette Bordelon. She was out with Avs fans, some of the diehard Avs fans who showed up at Ball Arena tonight. But first, we want to get straight to Lionel Bienvenu. And Lionel, this was a tough one tonight, and it came down to the goalies, didn't it?
Yeah, and Vasilevsky got to his elite self tonight, and we might have a goalie controversy between Kemper and Francouz. We'll find out. But yeah, the Lightning won this game. It's not really a big surprise or unexpected. As we said right here on the pregame show today, Game 3 was not going to be the same as Game 2. Coach Jared Bednar said it. The Avalanche players said it. It wasn't going to be 7-0. Nobody expected a sweep, although some said, yeah, we're going to get it. So Tampa Bay got this one at home. They scored 6 goals after getting shut out 2 nights ago. The Avs scored 2 goals after getting 7 in Game 2. But that's what happens when you play sloppy defense and you're playing the 2-time defending champs, and the best goalie in the league comes alive. Yeah, Lightning at home for the first time, and Amalie Arena was packed with bodies for Bolts. They fed off that energy. Even though the Avs scored first again, they got the fast start they wanted. They got the lead. Mikko took the shot on the power play. Gabe Landeskog got it. It was 1-0 again. But the Bolts then struck twice in the first. They tied it 1-1. Then Steve Stamkos to Andre Palat. This is unstoppable. Beautiful play. Tampa Bay went up 2-0. Early second now, Josh Manson behind the net. This is bad defense. A terrible turnover, and Nick Paul in front with easy money. Lightning up 3-1. But shortly thereafter, the Avs back on the power play. McCarr to Gabe and Landeskog again. Aye, Captain! His second of the game. It was 3-2. But then it was 4-2. And then this, Pat Maroon skating in on Darcy Kemper and snuck it past him. It was 5-2, and Darcy was done. Jared Bednar made a goalie change, put Pavel Francouz in net. He also gave up a goal. Bolts power play, Victor Hedman will take the shot. The puck got behind Frankie, and Corey Perry will knock it in. So 6-2, the final. The Avs leading the series now 2-1 with Game 4 Wednesday night in Tampa. All right, let's go live to Amalie Arena in Tampa and sports anchor Nick Rothschild. And Nick, a lot to talk about in this game, but we've said it many times, expect the unexpected in the playoffs. The result of one game doesn't carry over to the next game. Tonight, the Lightning jump back in the series with a strong performance on their home ice.
Yeah, Lionel, you tried to talk me off the ledge after Game 2 when I was saying that I didn't see a way for the Lightning to get back in the series before we even got to Tampa. Per usual, you were right, and I was being a little hyperbolic. But I don't think this game was necessarily a reversal of Game 2. The Avs' dominance in Game 2 was unparalleled. What we saw tonight from the Lightning was a very good performance. Andrei Vasilevskiy, much improved, back closer to what he is normally as one of the best goaltenders in the league. But you have to remember, the Avalanche had another goal wiped off by a very close offsides penalty, and there were several close calls throughout the game that this game didn't necessarily have to end 6-2. I think it was much closer than maybe that scoreline might indicate. But that being said, I have two major takeaways from this thing. One, I'm not sure we overplayed or correctly assumed what the impact of Andrei Burakovsky's injury would be. We're starting to see the domino effect. Kadri out, Burakovsky out. You're having to bring guys up into the lineup that don't normally play every day or every game. And the Lightning are exploiting matchups in the third and fourth line that we're seeing turn into goals. And I think that's a big deal moving forward. Also moving forward, the biggest of the deals is we have a goalie issue, Lionel. Darcy Kuemper was not good tonight. We see what happens when this Avs defense isn't 100% perfect. Kuemper was not good enough to make up for that. And Pavel Francouz, I know the fans love him. I'm not so sure he's the guy that can get this done long term here in this series. So Jared Bednar's going to have some things to think through over the next couple days as far as who's going to start in net in Game 4. Back to you.
All right, Nick, your goalie is the most important player on the ice in the playoffs. Vasilevskiy, he had 37 saves tonight. Kuemper gave up 5 goals on 22 shots. Frankie gave up 1 goal on 10 shots. Yeah, goalies now will take center stage heading into Game 4. We'll go back live to Tampa, hear from players and coaches in a few minutes, but right now let's send it back to Ann Trujillo.
All right, Lionel, thank you for that. Now, we saw a whole lot of folks tweeting tonight, and really from the Avs fans, they were mostly positive. Kevin says he's curious how the team will respond in Game 4. I think we all are, right? He writes, how quickly they move past this could dictate the rest of the series. So, fingers crossed. Yeah, they get a day of rest, and then we'll see what happens in Game 4. Now, the mood a little bit different here. I got to tell you, I'm taking a little bit of abuse out here from some of these fans who are jubilant. But the mood's a little bit different in Colorado, and yeah, fans for the Avalanche always very positive. And Colette Bartolon is there in Denver with more fan reaction. Colette?
Got to keep your head up no matter what, and you can't win them all. It just never happens. And the crowd here has cleared out from Ball Arena, but I'm here with Serene and Cody. Thanks for sticking around and fighting off that traffic for me to spend a couple seconds. These two, I saw them dancing the whole time. They were sitting right there in front of us. You guys were having a good time despite that game. What are your thoughts on what you saw out there tonight?
Well, I think it was disappointing to see the defense kind of wide open, but nevertheless, it was kind of cool to be in the atmosphere of all the Avs fans. We've been waiting a while to see the Avs in the Stanley Cup Finals, so it was fun to watch, but disappointing also.
Yeah, you can't win them all, and sometimes the pucks just don't bounce your way, but I think that the team is really mature, and we're going to have no problem putting that game behind us, and we'll take it in 5.
Exactly. You just got to move on. And what's exciting is obviously after Wednesday's next game in Tampa, they're coming back to Denver for Friday's game. So that obviously gives, their fans the chance to cheer them on. What are you guys thinking for the rest of this series? You obviously said maybe take it in 5.
I think 5.
You think 5? What do you think?
I think 5, yeah, for sure. I also think Denver doesn't fail to show, it's electric when a team from Denver is in the finals of anything. So I think it's really cool to, again, watch the Avs in the finals. So
It is. You can feel all of the energy out here, even though it's totally, the crowd's cleared. You felt it all night long. So I was happy to be a part of this tonight. And hey, Avs in 5, live from Ball Arena.
I like it, Colette. And hey, this is a tough series. This is the Stanley Cup Finals, so these are the two best teams. It should be a good competition, and it is. It definitely is. Our Avalanche coverage continues with Russell Haythorne. He's here in Tampa Bay tonight. And Russell, you and I have been following this team for 20 plus years. And you also found some fans who are dedicated, loyal Avs fans here in Tampa.
Hey, Ann, we have to keep the faith. That's all we can do. And in fact, we heard from many Avs faithful who say this series is still ours to lose. And I like what Colette just said a moment ago. Avs in 5, that is still a possibility. And in fact, I found these two guys, Ralph and Matt, they came in from Quebec City. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
And guys, tell me about this. I mean, we've got some wonkiness going on behind you with some Lightning fans. I guess they can celebrate tonight, but this is still ours, right?
I hope so. I mean, I think we can bounce back Game 4. We've played 2 great games, Game 1 and 2. and let's just put that one right back and just go back on it on game 4, and we can still go easily have that game 4 and win it.
What do you love about this team, Matt, and why are they so good? Is it their speed? Is it the fact that they all play together? What is it?
They are young, they are fast, and it's electrifying to see them and watch them. And every time like Makar is on the ice, you're like on top of your feet and praying for something good. So it's pretty amazing, and we're going to be back here in 2 days for game 4, and I cannot wait to see him play again.
The thing is, you can rattle off the names like Makar, McKinnon, Kadri might be back, who knows? I mean, this team is just loaded, right? Landeskog, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of depth in there, and I'm pretty sure, if all the 4 lines were really good, both 200 feet, we're going to have a good game 4. I'm pretty sure about it.
You guys flew in from Quebec City. You paid a pretty penny for these tickets. Was it worth it?
It's totally worth it. It's the Stanley Cup final, baby, There's no price for it, but yeah, it's an amazing trip, and we're going to be back in game 4 and win it, and win in 5 in Denver.
We love the fact that you guys are Avs fans in Canada.
Yeah, awesome.
How does that work?
Having a dad that was a Nordic fan, it's kind of, from father to son, so I just keep rocking it.
Yeah, keep rocking it, guys. Keep representing, and we'll see you for Game 4. Yeah. We're gonna take this back to Denver and win it in Game 5, right?
Yeah.
What's the prediction?
Avs in 5. Next game 4-0.
And yours, Ralph?
Yeah, we go with that. Avs in 5. No doubt. We want to lift the cup in Denver.
Love you guys. Pleasure to meet you both. Yeah. So obviously not a very good party here in Thunder Alley for Avs fans, but hey, we're staying positive, and we're going to get this thing. We're going to get this series wrapped up at some point. Back to you.
I like it. And that Nordique's blood runs deep in the Colorado Avalanche. So those guys know their hockey, that's for sure. And Russell, one important number to keep in mind for Avalanche fans tonight is 70, and we're talking 70% because that's about how many teams. That's a percentage of how many teams win the Stanley Cup after being ahead 2-1. So, we're staying positive, absolutely. Listen, our coverage is just beginning here on Denver 7, so we are expecting to hear from Avalanche coach Jared Bednar, hopefully some of the players here coming up. So stay right there. We will be right back.